Welcome back to the FC24 Union Berlin Career Mode. We face Leipzig next, who apparently have just signed Callum Wilson, so that'll be intriguing. We currently sit 4th in the table, behind now Freiburg, who have played match day 20. We have not yet, we are about to, and if we can win against Leipzig, unlikely as that may be, then we will go back 3rd in the table. We could drop down as far as 6th should we lose and others below us win, but we hope to get that Champions League spot that the board want from us this year. There's now not long left to go in the season. We of course have the semi-final of the DFB Pokal, and unfortunately Leipzig is who we've got in that competition as well, so we didn't get the favourable side of the draw, but it's not to worry. Champions League is done and dusted, we're out of that. No European football for the remainder of the season, but we hope to be in the Champions League next year as well. Today we'll be going through Leipzig, Wolfsburg, Hoffenheim and Heidenheim, and then fingers crossed it should just be a straightforward run to the end of the season where we're going to be able to hopefully get some new players in throughout the course of the summer. Right. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, of course. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more as ever. We're saying thank you to Nick van der Veerdonk, to Ryder and to Flipper David. Thank you very much for your continued support in the comments. Do keep them coming. Right, let's not waste any time, shall we? New signings hit the ground running yesterday, and hopefully they're still running quite quickly as we continue today. Leipzig also not quite at full stamina like ourselves, but still very good. Xavi Simons scored against us last time we played them. Lois Openda and Timo Werner are their front two. Callum Wilson on the bench, as you can see. Bottom left, they've won 4 of their last 5. We know where they are in the league. We know how good they are, and we know why they are challenging for the title. We know why we're not as well, because we're not at that level yet. But on our day, on any given individual match day performance, there's no reason why we can't perform just once. What's his jumping? 69, not so good. 78 for Toussaint. Let's throw Toussaint in at centre back. He gets +6. Christ. All right. Toussaint, quite a good defender as it happens. Maybe we should use him at centre back for Bonucci and then sign someone else in midfield. Christ. He's much better than I thought he was going to be. All right. Well, here we go. Leipzig away. Xavi Simons now getting forward. He's got a fantastic goal against us when we played Leipzig previously. Oh, Danny Olmo. Oh, Toussaint. Oh, balls. Lois Openda gives the home side a 1-0 lead. And that's because we've made a mistake in defence. Won it back off them because Danny Olmo did that. And then, yeah, I just ran straight into the man. 30 metres to goal, apparently. We will deliver and try and get someone on the end of it. Oh, which is exactly what we did. Sucic with the header, off the post, into the keeper, and away from goal. Could have been a goal for Sucic, could have been an own goal off Gulassi. It's no goal for me whatsoever off anyone. Those shadows make it so difficult to see actually who's on whose team in that strip. Deliver that in towards the back post. Folland's there! Okay, I think that was Kev that won that header. He's headed it. That was a shot. Oh, I don't really know how to react to that. I've had a shot with Kevin Folland that's gone further away from goal than I think it would have been if I tried to play the pass to Sucic. Now we're in trouble. Here comes Hakimi down the right. Oh, it's a great ball. Xavi Simons, I think, in the middle with the overhead kick. Straight at the keeper from point-blank range. Nearly 1-1. Nearly 2-0. Neither. Running out of options. In the middle there is Kral. That's not Kral, that's Robertone, but still in possession in a good area for us. Just figure out where to go with it. And maybe we can fashion the chance for a goal. Juranovic with the delivery at the back post would be someone. Folland! Oh, Kevin, that's the best of the season so far by a mile. Kevin Folland with the acrobatic effort. Wow, what a goal. 1-1 in Leipzig. And how? Brilliant cross from Juranovic. Not the best of clearances. And it's an odd technique. It's an odd connection as well. He's actually shinned it. He's horribly shinned it, but it's gone back the other way. It's an unbelievable goal. We're level. Jesus Christ. Oh, Kev, well in. Don't blow your whistle, ref. Robin Gersons. In, and doesn't score. Martial can't get there to keep it in play, or can get there, sorry, to keep it in play. Can't get there quick enough to score. Oh, I can't believe I've not taken the lead. Openda. Callum Wilson off the bench to make his debut. And Werner makes the save with 3.5 minutes to go. Leipzig want to win it. And, oh, if it weren't for Renault, they might have done. That was Callum Wilson again. Excellent header from the corner. I just couldn't get anyone near it in time. He's giant. As soon as it was headed towards Tapsoba, I knew it was going to go in. Leipzig will win by 2-1. He's giant at the back. Nobody was going to get anywhere near him. 2-1 Leipzig, despite Kevin Folland's sensational goal. Not a chance of keeping them out for a second time. Turns well. Finds Folland. Finds Martial. Taps over. Taps over with a tackle. Taps over with a goal. Leipzig with the win. Unfortunately, Kevin Folland's unbelievable effort doesn't earn us anything. It fades into insignificance in the grand scheme of things as Leipzig win, Dortmund win, Leverkusen win, Wolfsburg win. It's not great for our league campaign. We're down to 6th now. It is going to be a proper back and forth tug of war between now... I'm just sorting Patreon players out. Ignore that. Proper tug of war between now and the end of the season with regards that top 4 fight. It's so close. 6 points between Freiburg and Hoffenheim, and any one of those teams could finish in the top 4. Our next opponents are the side that we played in the Cup in the last episode. They took us to extra time and then subsequently penalties, so expecting a difficult game against Wolfsburg, especially now that Koen Casteels is back in the starting lineup. He was not in the Cup. We'll see what we can do. We're obviously at full strength. There's a week's gap between almost every game now for the rest of the season, so we're not really worried about anybody being unfit or not sharp. Obviously, some players are not sharp at the moment, but that should improve as time goes by. Let's go and win. Dookie, driven across to Juranovic. Oh, it's a lovely ball to Martial in the channel, but I need the support. It is arriving. Oh, what an interception from Jens. Sucic was in. All he had to do was pull the trigger. But Wolfsburg are doing just enough defensively at the minute. And it is just enough by skin of their teeth. A little outstretched toe, etc. Just enough defensively to keep us out. Just couldn't find the right angle for the pass to Folland to stand a chance of definitely thinking it's going to reach him. Oh, and again, Joachim Müller does just enough defensively to stop Sucic from getting in. We're knocking on the door of Wolfsburg's goal at the minute. They refuse to let me even have that chance to score. Maybe we're at the garden gate, not actually made it to the door to knock yet. But we're certainly in the vicinity, on the premises, looking to get in. Let us in! Let me score! Comes the press on possession loss again, but Sucic is in. Can I get past Jens? Yes, just. Juranovic. I need someone at the back post. I have someone at the back post. Take a touch first. Oh, the touch was heavy. Gerson still got his shot away, but Koen Casteels is in the way. This game is stretched, to say the least. And either side, desperate to get 3 points to close in on the top 4. This is quite the contest at this stage of the season, with a lot on the line for either side, and either manager, if we're honest, as well. Don't know whether Wolfsburg would have been expecting to challenge for Champions League spots at this stage of the season, but we certainly did want to challenge, and the board do expect us to challenge for Champions League spots this season. We are doing that, but winning games like this will be the difference between challenging for a Champions League spot and actually bloody getting it. Gersons, Folland, Robertone, Gersons, Martial, Anthony Martial. That's why we bought you, pal. Eisern Union lead by a goal to 0. Anthony Martial, worth the pennies. Touched by Roussillon and Krau. Martial just... Oh, they get toes to everything, Wolfsburg. We could maybe have scored 4 or 5 goals in this game. Or at least had the chance of scoring 4 or 5 goals more in this game. If they didn't, just keep intercepting almost everything that I do. And it is... Oh, that's really nicely worked, actually, with the dummy. Thiago Tomas with the ball that's deflected. He should have nodded that, but it's all right. We'll get rid of it. Rather flat kick that could have cannoned off the man that was stood right in front of him there from Renault, but we get away with it. And there is just seconds to go here. We lost to Leipzig. We were pretty desperate, really, to win this game. It's very, very important that we beat the teams around us when we have them to ensure we stand the best possible chance of getting Champions League football for next season. And ultimately, really, keeping our job. Having been knocked out of the Champions League so early, the board are already not that happy with me. So I am going to need to get Champions League football for next season, I think, to give myself the best possible chance of keeping my job. Can't remember what the Deutsche Pokal objective was. But we're in the semis. I'd like to think that's enough for the board, but we get the win and we might be back in the top 4 by now. If not, hopefully by the end of the day with a win against Hoffenheim and Heidenheim. So Hoffenheim, they've dropped to 9th. They were challenging as part of that group. They're still probably there or thereabouts on the fringes of challenging for a European spot. Maybe not top 4, but top 6 certainly. But they've lost 4 of their last 5. So they're not necessarily doing themselves any favours in trying to stay with that group above them. Weghorst, Aitnouri, Joloi, Baumann, all good players. Kramaric on the bench to call upon. Wolf as well. Grilic is half decent. Joe Gelhardt there on the bench as well, which is not a name I would have expected to see in Hoffenheim's lineup. We're as strong as we ever are, or should be, or could be. I am definitely going to need another striker, I think, in the summer. Probably to start ahead of Martial or Folland. Although, kind of hard to kick Kevin Folland out of the starting lineup at the moment, isn't it? With the form he's been in this season, he's kind of the sole reason why we are where we are in the league. But Martial's come in as a stopgap, certainly. We'll wait and see what happens in the summer. It depends how much money we've got, obviously, as well. But we're quite happy with how things are going so far here at Union Berlin. And hopefully they'll get better yet still after this one. Here's Prömel. Lovely ball. Stach. Berisha. Weghorst. I thought it was in. I genuinely thought it was in. But missed the target. Dookie Weiser. Oh, strong. Not sure if that was legal, actually, but referee felt so. Kaderabek and Stack. I don't know whether it's Stack or Stash. You get like Joshua Kimmich and whoa, strike like Lucas and Felix and Mesha. So the CH can be an SH in English terms, but isn't Andrik or Andrich? Is he Andrich, the CDM that used to be at Leverkusen? Might still be at Leverkusen, not sure. Is it Andrich then? I've always pronounced it Andrich, but I guess it might well be Andrich, the same way as Kimmich is Kimmich. Oh, dearie me. Lucas Robertone! 1-0 Union! Ultimately, I don't care what people's names are, so long as we score goals and win games. Yes! Prömel. Stash. Still going. Berisha. I feel like my team just isn't very tall. I feel like there's a lot of players on opposition teams that just aerially dominate the majority of my squad. Don't know whether my centre-backs are maybe only 6 foot 1-ish rather than 6 foot 3 or 4-ish. Is Vogt, Berisha, Ozan Kabak. Oh, Keeps has committed himself to ground before he's even had the shot. They are level, Hoffenheim. Need to have a look at that again. It's a lovely through ball, this, from Kabak. Brilliant. But, yeah, I don't know what the keeper's doing there. It's like winding up for the shot, and the keeper's already committed. It's a bit silly, really. Never mind. 1-1, and half-time. Munetzi. Nice interception by Mitchell Weiser. Apparently, Aitnouri's decided he wanted to have it instead, though. Now he's on the counter-attack, trying to stop him from playing that pass. He's gone all the way. Has found Weghorst. Renault makes the save. Hoffenheim want the win here. Not too sure how I feel about that. Munetzi with the delivery. It's going to be Vout underneath it. Leite comes out of nowhere and wins the header. Prömel could shoot. Didn't. And Weiser gets a toe in. Counter. Not much room to get... Why have you run into me, dickhead? Looking for Folland. Folland, keep the run going, please. Luca, here's Sucic. It's Roussillon that's rushing forward there. He's not the man to score a goal. Folland could be. He normally is. Oh, see ya. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah! Christ alive, what a terrible goal. Berlin 2. Hoffenheim 1. Auf geht's. Kaderabek. Bavisha. Oh, it's a lovely dummy by Stash. And Weghorst. And why did I open my big mouth about, oh, Ralph Weghorst not been very good in front of goal today. Flash forward 5 minutes. He scored. It's 2-2. And he's celebrating by standing still in the goal mouth. That's a lovely dummy. Robertone back. Spread it out wide. Lovely ball. Excellent ball. Gersons delivers. Blocked by Kaderabek. Kev was at the back post waiting for that. Weghorst off the pitch now. Krau off the bench for me too. Folland. Robertone's already got one. He's not going to have two. I don't think anyone is going to have three in the game unless they score with this attack. Berisha and Kaderabek. They will not score with this attack. Gersons does well. Oh, Robin! Underhit passes are a real problem for me today. I don't really know why. Martial on the run. Oh, Christ, what was that? That was... don't even. 2-2, a draw against Hoffenheim. That will not keep us in the top four, I wouldn't imagine. And with Heidenheim next, although Dortmund beating Wolfsburg might be good for us, might not be good for us. We're fourth. Frankfurt and Freiburg and Leverkusen could all go above us if they win their game in hand. We might be out of all European spots after the end of that particular match day weekend. Nope. Fifth. Okay, manageable. It is still in our hands, but rather evidently we're going to have to work pretty hard in the remaining 12 games of the season to keep ourselves in that top four position. Heidenheim next. They are bottom of the table. Actually, no, they're not bottom anymore. 17th, although Colombato is missing through suspension. Tomala is missing through injury. Who's gone bottom now, then? Is that, last I checked, Heidenheim were rock bottom. Werder Bremen are bottom now. 15 points, 16 points, 18 and 19, the bottom four. All right. I mean, again, at the risk of jinxing myself, this is a game we should be winning. A bright start. Robertone with the option out wide. Taking his time. Sucic is there. Wind up, Luca. Go for goal, Luca. All right. We'll score through Robertone nonetheless. Brilliant goal. And an excellent way to start this game. We lead. Robertone with a corner. It's not bad. Oh, it's flicked on. Volley. Mers. Dookie at the double. 2-0 Union in just the 12th minute. Might be his first goal of the season as well. That's worth watching again. Could the man on the post have done a bit more with that, maybe? Flicked on. Beats the keeper. It's a wonderful technique from a centre-back on the first-time volley. And eventually... Oh, the flag's in the way. Yeah, the man on the post could have done better, but it was struck quite venomously. 2-0. Folland. Goal, surely, yes! Luka Sucic, we are putting Heidenheim to the sword. 3-0, and we're only 19 minutes in. Robertone with the delivery. It's a good ball in. Martial flicks it on at the back post. It's Kevin Folland in the 27th minute. It's 4. This could be quite comfortably the biggest win of our entire season. Robertone and Sucic and Martial in a game that could have broken records for Union Berlin. If we'd have kept scoring at the rate we were, we now haven't scored another one since the opening half an hour, and it's the end of the game. I would be curious to know, Union Berlin record win. Union Berlin's record win is... Union Berlin's biggest win is 10-0. So, probably weren't going to beat that one anyway. But we might have had a go. If we scored at the same rate throughout the rest of the game, then we would have set a record for Union. Werder Bremen win against Darmstadt, so I think that sends Heidenheim bottom of the table again, unfortunately for them. Sends us back into 4th, but Leverkusen had a game in hand, and we have Borussia Dortmund next. Yikes, that's going to be difficult. Quick scout report at the end. I don't have enough money to hire anyone, to sign anyone, so hopefully there's nobody in here that's an absolute worldie. Thankfully there isn't. But we are level on points. Oh, Leverkusen lost. Vamos. So we're 3 points inside the top 4 at the moment, with the side that are 3rd next. We're level on points. We're level on goal difference. We've won, drawn and lost the same amount of games. They've scored significantly more than us. We've conceded significantly less than them. Best defensive record in the league, actually, as it happens. And worst goal-scoring record in the league. No. Bochum, Stuttgart, Mainz. Okay, not the worst offensive record in the league, but certainly not one of the best either. And Heidenheim are, in fact, bottom once more. So we'll take that. In the next episode then tomorrow, we'll have Dortmund, Stuttgart, Werder Bremen and Frankfurt. We'll sim the Werder one, play the other 3, and fingers crossed, keep ourselves in the top 4, but we started with Leipzig today and it didn't go well. I have a funny feeling it might be the same tomorrow. That's all for this one though. Do drop the video a like rating if you've enjoyed, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section down below to stand a chance of being up there. And of course, it shows me that you're still enjoying the content. It helps with the algorithm, etc. So I appreciate it very much indeed. Do join me on the stream. Believe by the time you see this, I might be streaming again on YouTube. If I'm not, it will be certainly by Wednesday. I think this is Tuesday's video. Link in the description to Twitch, link in the description to the Chesnoid Live YouTube channel, and I'll see you somewhere soon. Bye-bye.